From far and wide, Oilers fans, this is Dolynny TV. After setting the Oilers fan base, the NHL fan base, whatever the heck I did in yesterday's video to set the fireworks that were the comments, let's get right back to what is normal on Dolynny TV today. I'm Tyson, and let's get ready for the Edmonton Oilers versus the San Jose Sharks. An all-important game. I will get to the standings right away. Basically, this game is, if you want to look at it, California, right? California, usually when you go on a road trip as the Oilers through California, you hit all three teams, San Jose, LA, Anaheim. Benefit of that is they're all divisional games. Now the problem is we have seen two very different Edmonton Oilers teams in these matchups against California teams. It's as simple as that. We've seen the LA Kings performance, which, my God, that team looked like literally an AHL team that has no star players because the NHL team is the Edmonton Oilers and they needed all the rookies to fill the lineup. If you understand what I mean, right? That was the most gutless, heartless. I don't want to get starting on Christmas vacation rant kind of deal there, but you understand where I'm going with that. Out of the Edmonton Oilers against the LA Kings. However, against Anaheim, suddenly, yes, Pugliarvi scoring, Kyle Brodziak scoring, Leon and Connor are doing their thing, and there's some emotion. There's a hard hit on Connor McDavid. It was a mess of a game, but it was a beautiful mess, and the big thing that got lost in that, all that, was Chris Russell coming back and shoring up a very hurting defense. You know what that meant? Manning sat. That meant Benning sat. Gravel's in there earning his job. We knew Gravel was going to push for a spot. Didn't expect it to be around this time of the year. He is doing it now, and I will get to where he slots into the lineup this evening against San Jose. However, back to my point. One team, two teams, which is the real Oilers team. What I would absolutely hate to see this evening is a third Oilers team appear out of the bushes and somehow surprise us again. If it's a run and gun offense against San Jose Sharks and it's an 8-6, 8-7 game, that wouldn't surprise me, but in a way, like, obviously, no duh, it would surprise me, right? And we can't afford that tonight against San Jose. We need to go out there and do exactly what we did against the Anaheim Ducks, because let's get to the standings. I've ranted for 2 minutes about this game being important. I've tried to get it through a lot of people's heads what this game means for the Edmonton Oilers and the standings. Like I said a few days ago, I think they kissed their playoff chances goodbye when they faced Anaheim. However, if you start a 2-game win streak, it's easier to start a 3-game win streak, which means it's easier to start a 4-game win streak, and yada yada yada. Suddenly you were undefeated into the All-Star break after that gutless performance. However, the standings as they sit at 42 games, the Oilers are 20-19-3, okay? Not bad. That is actually more than a point per game played. That's 43 points in 42 games. All right, the Oilers are rocking. They're rolling with that number. We're actually above 500. We can stay above 500, go 2 games up. That would be huge. We sit with 43 points in a non-playoff spot, non-wildcard spot, whatever you want to call it. However, with a big victory here, Ducks stay where they are, hopefully. Well, guess what? Suddenly, we're at 45 points and in a tie for 8th place. But that brings me to a point that I forgot to check if the Vancouver Canucks are playing today. No, they are not. So the Vancouver Canucks are not playing on the schedule. Anyone else playing that we need to worry about? The Anaheim Ducks, are they on the schedule at all? No, they aren't. So actually, this is our chance. Let's get to 8th place right here, right now. That is correct. I should have checked that before coming on, but guys, you know I'm a little scrambly at the best of times. However, with the San Jose Sharks, they have 44 games played, 2 more than us. They're 55 points up in the standings there, and so 55, 12-point difference. We can cut that. It's a 4-point game, obviously, within the division. Cut that to a gap of 10 points. Now suddenly you talk about winning the next 2, San Jose losing the next 2, or not playing any games, and we just playing 2 games. Suddenly we cut that to a 6-point gap, and we're within good striking distance of a decent playoff spot in that 3rd spot. Of course, you'd face Golden Knights or Flames, whoever triumphs in the Western Conference. San Jose very well could too, and we'd have to unthrone either Vegas or Calgary. Now, Calgary would be good, but that's not what we're previewing today. We are previewing the Edmonton Oilers versus the San Jose Sharks. Let's start with the Jack Michaels tweet. The starting goaltender for this evening's matchup. Usually I do that last towards the end of the video. However, this is the big storyline. Cam Talbot is going to be the goaltender we see start the game. Cam Talbot against Anaheim, brilliant. 39 save shutout or something? The first pair of teammates in however long to do a 39 save shutout in the same season. Good go this year. When we've gotten league average or better goaltending, we win games, and that's all we're looking for out of Cam Talbot. 3.00 GAA, 904 save percentage. Cut it, paste it, it's dry. We win a hockey game with that number. Cam Talbot getting set for the start tonight, and San Jose counters with Martin Jones. Those are your probable starting goaltenders, ladies and gentlemen. The lineups now, again, going with that big unit up front with the skilled all-star center, all-star captain center, Connor McDavid, alongside Jujhar Khaira and Zach Kassian on the top line. Lucic, RNH, Puljujarvi. You know what? I like that. I like keeping that together. And Reeder, Draisaitl, Chiasson. See, that is, we're finally spreading the guys around the lineup. And if we get the kind of rhyme and reason we got in Anaheim by doing that, then by continuing that, we have no problems. However, like I said, is it the LA team, Anaheim team, or is San Jose going to have a completely different batch of Oilers show up? Heck, the Pittsburgh Penguins, like I commented yesterday, could show up for the game against the San Jose Sharks. Who knows? Who cares? The big thing is when the puck drops, we start dictating pace of play, and that will come with all four lines. The fourth line this evening is Spooner, Brodziak, and Ratty, followed by the defense, which this is actually very interesting. So Hitchcock, I mean, this guy, Coach Hitch has told us, Jones is incredible. I like the kid. Let's keep playing the kid. I want to see what he can do. Well, here you go. He's the top pairing defenseman with Adam Larsson this evening. Do I like that? No. It's the old Oilers adage of, oh my God, we got a kid. He can play a couple NHL games. Got to get him on the top pairing. Got to get him on the top line. Oh my God, oh my God. Panic management of assets and rookies every single time with the Oilers. Thankfully, Caleb Jones isn't a first-round pick. He's a fourth round, and he's 21 years old, so we kind of have had time to develop him. So let's relax. Let's not quite go to that edge that Oilers management normally does. However, Caleb Jones on the top pair with Adam Larsson, not a fan, but we'll see what happens tonight, especially against a top-heavy San Jose team that, as we saw the last game, can really strike from anywhere. That was a mess, but I'll hold comment. Darnell Nurse and Chris Russell on the second pair, guys. That is your top pair tonight, honestly. And they will see a lot of ice time if the going gets tough and they need to dictate the play defensively to turn into offense. Darnell Nurse, Chris Russell will be out there doing exactly that for head coach Ken Hitchcock. I think it's a matter of getting Russell back acclimated. Again, it's only his second game back after an extended period out. And of course, for Darnell Nurse, the other thing is to get him a little bit of rest. They've been resting him a bit more every game since he was playing 30 minutes, but tone it back down and get him back to normal minutes, playing with a normal D partner, and I bet you we see a completely great game out of Darnell Nurse, especially considering he'll probably be on the power play unit with Connor McDavid and all them again this game. Gravel, Petrovic, that's who your third pair is. Again, like I said, Manning, Benning, and Gambardella are your scratches. However, the big thing, I said, Gravel's earned his spot, and yes, he has. He has worked hard. He came in. We expected him to battle for a spot. Started in the AHL, came up, sent down. Now, all of a sudden, he's sticking around with this depleted Oilers blue line. We'll see what happens to him. Obviously, it's going to come down to what's going to happen with him and Benning when Clefbaum comes back. I think Manning's either here to stay or here to be used in something bigger. I've said that all along. However, like I said, you got to wait and see because it's the Edmonton Oilers. It's Peter Chiarelli as of right now. You don't know what you're going to get night in, night out of management, out of the coaching staff, out of the players, out of the rookie. You have no clue what's coming when you turn on that TV set. Gene Principe sits there and sets up the game with all the puns, and then all of a sudden you're sitting there and, holy crap, this game sucks, or holy crap, man, they're just losing your crap, right? You never know which way it's going to go, especially this season. Like I said, a 20-19-3 record for 43 points in 42 games. Hopefully tonight it goes up to 45 and 43, and we start rolling along to the All-Star break for a big old W. I don't know. Guys, I think my signal to go is here. I previewed enough. You've got your starting goaltenders. You've got your starting lineups. Everything else other than the score prediction that I try to do. And this one, you got to shut it down. I think a 3-1 victory against the San Jose Sharks. You don't need to score a ton of goals. Hitch them to death and just make them pay for what they did the other night. 7-4. What was that final? Can't have another ugly performance like that. Can't have a performance like LA. Got to go out there, dictate the pace like in Anaheim with the luck and bounces we got, I guess you could say, and finish it off and get a 3-1 victory. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I hope you enjoyed a little bit more of a relaxed episode. I hope you came back after yesterday's episode. Cooler heads will prevail in the comments section, and we'll have a good old chat about tonight's game as it progresses. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning in.